Hello loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscription button, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Today I want to show you how I achieved this simple look. It's a cut crease look, and I'm just going to show you step by step how I achieved this particular look. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. I have already done my face prep, so I'm just applying my primer with a brush for it to dry off and spread evenly. So I'm gonna start with my face before my eyebrows. So I'm applying my foundation of my shade. Now I'm going in with my foundation brush and I'm dabbing, and I prefer working with beads, bit by bit on my face. As you can see, I've started with one part of my face to ensure that there is full coverage, and be very patient with this. Just keep dabbing and dabbing until there is full coverage. As you can see the difference. Just keep working in beads. Just dabbing and dabbing to ensure that the entire face has been well covered with the foundation. Don't forget to spread the foundation down towards your neck to ensure that it looks similar to your face. Now, applying foundation on the forehead, you start from the nose in between the eyebrows going up, and you spread it from left to right of your forehead as you move upwards, and make sure you use very minimal product on your forehead, just left, right while going upwards. Now to contour the nose, I'm using actually a foundation that is darker than my skin tone to make the nose snatched. Now to blend that in with a brush, you blend it in from your eyebrows going downwards towards the tip of your nose. This helps the nose to look as snatched as possible. So just blend that contour in well until it blends into your skin. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer, which is at least 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. This is to brighten the under eye. As you can see, that's where I'm also applying the under eye and the nose. As I wait for the concealer to set into the skin, I'm now gonna contour my face. I'm applying the contour on my cheekbones. I'm also applying it on my forehead. Those are the areas where we contour to make the face look snatched. We also contour our jawline. This simply is to snatch the face. So now I am blending in the contour using a damp beauty blender. Make sure it is damp and it's not dry. So just keep blending on all those areas where we applied the contour. And remember, if you do not have a contour stick or a contour palette, you can always use a foundation or a concealer that is darker than your skin tone, at least 2 shades darker than your skin tone. So now we spread the concealer. The reason why we apply a brighter concealer is to highlight those areas where the concealer has been put. So just blend in with a damp beauty blender, and I'm using a small beauty blender so that it's able to reach to the under eye well. Just blend it in and make sure it blends well with the contour that we had applied. And then now we powder the concealer using powder that is of the same shade as the concealer. Powdering helps to stop creasing on the foldings that are under the eye. I also want to highlight my forehead, so I'll apply some concealer there. And also on this area, when I smile, I tend to have some creasing, so I'm applying the concealer, and also on my chin just to brighten my face. Then we blend out the concealer on the nose, going upwards towards the forehead. Just blend it out well. And also on the forehead, we use the same method from the foundation. Spread it from left, right, going upwards, and blending it in with the contour that we had applied. Just blend. Here I'm just blending in the contour and the concealer that I have just applied to give the nose that snatching effect. And then now we blend out the rest of the concealer on the face. Blend it out well and evenly and make sure it blends into the skin. Take your time to do this. So now I'm going to set my face using a translucent setting powder, and I'm doing this on the areas especially where I applied the concealer, and this is on my under eye. I'm also applying it on my chin. We put also on the forehead and also on the nose, as you can see. We'll also apply the translucent powder under the cheekbone. And remember, you do not have to put too much of this, just a little. This translucent powder or the setting powder that you will choose to use helps your makeup to sit all day long. As the face bakes, now we are gonna do our eyes, and I'm just starting with my eyebrows. I'm brushing up my eyebrow hairs. Then I'm setting it with a translucent powder. This helps it to stay all day intact. And now I'm brushing off the excess powder. So now we go in with our brown eye pencil, and I'm just drawing it following the shape of my eyebrow from the nose outwards. Now on the upper part, I like to start with the tail, just following the shape of the eyebrow. Remember, just follow the shape of your eyebrow so that it gives you a more natural look in the finishing, a look that everyone is used to. And now I am connecting it with the front part of the eyebrow. And yeah, as you can see, it's now well outlined. So now I'm just filling in with hair-like structures using the eyebrow pencil. Fill it in slowly and carefully. Now on the front, I'm just gonna do some hair like spikes upwards, just to make the eyebrow look more natural, because the hairs always seem to look upward. So I'm just following how those hair like structures look. And remember, always use a sharp pencil. Your pencil should always be sharp. Then now I'm brushing the hairs using a spoolie brush, just following the shape of your brow. This helps the brow looks more natural. Just brush it well to also remove the excess. Now to conceal my eyebrow, I'm using a concealer that is a shade brighter than my skin tone or two, and I'm applying it in the middle part of my eyebrow, between the tail and the front. Take your time and be careful while you conceal. And then now on the front part of my eyebrow, I'm going in with a concealer of my skin shade. Yeah, and we connect those two together. And I also do the same with the second concealer on the tail of my eyebrow. And then you blend it out. And remember, use very minimal amount of product on your eyebrow. You don't have to use too much. So now we blend that in, and as you can see, the two concealers have blended in well. On the upper part, always use a concealer of your skin shade, or you can just use your foundation, the foundation that you use. You can use it to conceal the upper part of your eyebrow. Concealing makes the eyebrow look more defined, and as you can see, that's what I'm doing. And then you blend that with a brush. So now we go to the eyeshadow, and I am setting my eyelids using a concealer, and I still prefer to use a concealer that is a shade or two brighter than your normal shade. And then now I spread it in, blending it in evenly. After that, you just powder your eye. This is to avoid creasing, because concealer causes so much creasing, guys. So make sure you powder your eye well after applying the concealer. So now we're going in with this color as the base color, and we apply it from the end of the eyelid and above the eyelid, just above the eyelid. And we spread it now from the end of the eyelid towards the inner side of the eyelid, above the eyelid. So just spread it well. Keep adding product as required, not too much, and keep spreading it on that area from the outer side of your eye towards the inner side. This is the eyeshadow primer that I will use to cut crease. Now you see where your eye is folding, just above it is where we do the cut crease. So I am going to outline using the primer. You can literally just draw a line first, like you first sketch where you are doing the cut crease, and take your time. Be very careful when you're doing this. So now you see the area where we are doing the cut crease has already been outlined, and then now you can fill in that whole part using the eyeshadow primer. So now we are filling it in slowly and carefully. Just take your time to do this. Now before the primer dries up, we're just gonna have to blend it out on the ends to avoid harsh lines, and I am using the same eyeshadow that I used as my base eyeshadow. Just blend it in well, spread it out well to blend in with the eyeshadow. As you can see, the harsh lines are now disappearing. Now I'm going with this second color. It's quite darker than the first one, and I'm just applying it on that end of the cut crease. Remember, it's a darker shade than the base eyeshadow shade that we used. Now on the front of the crease, I'm going in with the shimmer eyeshadow, and I am just picking the product and I'm dabbing it onto the part where I did the cut crease. The shimmer, do not spread, just dab. Dab on that area until enough product has been put there. And then now we blend the shimmer into the eyeshadow that we had put at the end of the cut crease. This is to still avoid the harsh line caused by the shimmer eyeshadow that we dabbed into the cut crease. Finally, I'm going in with my eyeliner, and I am doing very minimal eyeliner. I'm not gonna put a wing, so I'm just drawing it almost towards the end of the eyelid. And to also avoid the harsh effect, I'm just applying some black eyeshadow using a tiny brush, and I am spreading it into the eyeliner to blend both in and give it a good finishing look. Now I'm going in with my mascara to remove any excess eyeshadow on the eyelashes, and also to darken the eyelashes, and also to make the lashes look longer. So now I have worked on both eyes and I've already applied my eyelashes. So that's the final look on the eyes. Lovely, yeah? So now we go back to the face, and I am just removing the excess eyeshadow that may have fallen under my eye. I'm just brushing it out gently. Now our face has already baked well, and now it's time to remove the excess powder, the translucent powder, and I'm just doing that using a powder that is of my shade. Just powdering the face while removing the translucent powder that we had put to set the face. I'm also powdering on the areas where I did my contour, and I am doing it with a powder that is darker than my normal shade. Yeah, so just powder on those areas where you contoured on the forehead and on the cheekbones. So now we are going to apply the blush on that area. And I am doing this now because I am using a powder blush, and all powder products have to be applied after the cream products have been applied. So now that we have already powdered our face, I'm now doing the blush. So just apply it and blend it. Keep blending until you achieve the look that you're going for. Some love a very popping blush, while others prefer minimal. I like mine not too popping and not so little. And then now you powder it with a powder of your shade to remove the excess blush, and also just set it into your skin. So now I'm just lining my waterline. Be very careful not to prick your eye. This gives the eye a more popping look. And then now I mascara my lashes, my lower lashes. Also be careful not to smudge or not to spread it into your under eye makeup. Now onto the lip. I'm lining my lip using this is actually an eyebrow pencil. It's a brown one, so I'm using it to line my lips. And I'm going in with my lipstick. Yeah, I really like this combo of the brown eye pencil and this particular color of the lipstick that I'm using. Yeah, on the lips, remember, you can use a color that you prefer, and this was the color that I have preferred today. It's gonna match the eyeshadow that I have done today. And I'm just blending it in like that. So now you can leave it like that as a matte lipstick, but personally I like glossy looks. So now this is where you apply the gloss onto your lip to give it a glossy look. And yeah, that's the final lip look that we have. Finally, we're gonna spray our setting spray. Be very generous about it. And then now we wait for it to dry. Now I'm going in with a gold highlighter, and we are gonna apply it on our cheekbone, just on the area slightly above where you applied your blush. This gives the cheekbones a pop and a glow. Yeah, I was excited that it's really glowing and popping. We also apply the highlighter on the tip of the nose and on the bridge of the nose only. Don't apply on the entire nose, just on the tip and on the bridge. That is enough to give the nose a glow and a pop as well. And then now we spread it in. We dab it in with our brush. You can go in back with a little powder and just powder your face well and to set everything in. And that is our look. This is our final look, guys. As you can see, it's popping, the eyes are popping, the skin is skinning, and it's a very simple way of doing that cut crease look. I love how everything has come together, looking so wonderful, so lovely, so popping. I hope this video has been helpful to you in a way or two, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up and comment. Don't forget to share, and hope to see you on the next video. Bye.